and that will be what we need to do. And I mean, the idea was, and executing against it was dead on. It totally played out that way.
Dead on means that somebody made a decision or made an observation that turned out to be perfectly correct. Dead on means something that is absolutely correct or exact. Something can be hit dead on. I got hit dead on by the other car. That means I got hit directly. The idea of using dead for something that is exact or precise is not completely clear, but the general idea seems to mean that it's something that is complete or total. For example, if it's dead quiet, that means it's completely quiet. So from there, we got the idea of dead meaning something that is precise or exact or absolute. So if you say something is dead ahead, it means that it's right in front of you. It's not to the right, it's not to the left, it's right in front of you. You could say on target. The idea was on target. That would mean close, but not necessarily precise. If it's dead on, that means that it's perfectly precise. My friend made a dead on prediction about the Super Bowl. He even got the score right. A lot of people thought that cloud computing was a stupid idea, but it turned out to be dead on because a good portion of the computer storage right now is in the cloud after only a few years.
The really cool thing about it is with all these incredibly smart people in the room, we're just going to have this amazing Q&A session.
Q&A refers to questions and to answers. So a Q&A session would be where a group of people ask somebody questions and then the person gives them answers. Oftentimes web pages will have a Q&A section on the web page, which is oftentimes called FAQ, for frequently asked questions. Obama likes to finish off his press conferences with a Q&A session. Lately, Obama has been finishing off his speeches with a Q&A session where he takes questions from the crowd and attempts to give answers. Over the last several years, Q&A sessions have become more and more important for companies who want to maintain a public image of transparency.
But that's, people are gonna, you can't get strung up about the, the way people cast you, right? They're gonna say whatever they want to say about you.
Strung up refers to getting nervous or what we call very tight about something in a mental way to the point where it becomes debilitating. The idea is similar to a musical instrument where if the strings are tightened too tightly, then the musical instrument won't play very well. So the idea is that a proper balance between tightness and looseness is important for good performance, and it's not a good idea to get strung up about things, even if these things are highly negative.
Another phrasal verb similar in meaning is to get hung up on something, correct?
To get hung up on something, yes.
You can say you shouldn't get hung up on your breakup with your girlfriend. She's not worth you.
That's correct. So hung up can also mean to get overly nervous about something The idea there being that you're stuck somewhere. Hung up can also mean just a general delay as well. I can say I got hung up at the office, and there's no real mental component involved here, just the idea of delay. Example, similarly, there's the expression strung out rather than strung up. Strung out generally refers to somebody on drugs or who is completely devastated by some circumstance to the point where they can't function very well anymore. So if someone is strung out on drugs, it can mean that they're high on the drugs, or it could mean that they're off the drugs and now they want more drugs. It can mean either one. When you're looking for a new job, it's important not to get strung up on rejection, because rejection is a part of the job hunting process that people just have to accept. It's very important not to get strung up on everyday failures. Edison came up with the light bulb after over 1,000 attempts that didn't work. And he said they weren't failures, he just learned another way that didn't work until finally he figured out the one that did work.
That's all for today. Tom Taylor is an ESL tutor. He teaches English in the United States and outside, all over the world, using Skype. He can be reached at his website, which is
ESL-fullsteamahead.com.
click on this link and check out his website and email with questions. Thank you, Tom, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.